just shake hands and turn and walk away. It
Right.
appeared to me like, excuse me, they said nice things to each other. It's
Yeah, I think again, he's got to be careful because with her being a woman, they'll use the woman card, and I guess it's just
can they can they really get away with that? I mean, using
well,
the
I mean,
woman
hey,
card because
listen,
I mean
there is
everybody and
no-
their
there
brother
is
wants to put her in jail.
yeah, I know, but there is no. See, you got to remember too that it doesn't have to be right to be politically correct, So I think personally, I think that if it was like a guy standing across from him, I think he would have went in. I think he would have went in just crazy after him.
Yeah, I think he would have boxed him down to the ground. Donald's smart dude. I mean, come on, he came from bankruptcy twice, and he's a millionaire, a billionaire, I think by now. But hey, he does the right things. He makes some mistakes. Everybody does, and I'm not saying that he's the candidate, but he's a smart dude. He's a smart business dude. Maybe he is what we need in this country. Maybe he's not. I mean, it could be the same stuff as we're going through right now. Either one of them's going to be the same thing for the country because of the way Obama's got us situated. They got to fix his mess first.
That's true. That's true. Well, I guess we'll see. They got two more to go. So it's going to be interesting to see how this whole thing pans out.
Well, I'd like to see Donald sit down and actually use the big words he knows instead of just trying to be people plain.
Yep. Anyhow, let me take a look at some other news. They found a severed head in the Chicago Lagoon the other day. That was pretty cool.
They find a lot of things in that lagoon.
Yeah, them lagoons are really becoming places of parking.
Yeah,
kind of like Round Lake, if you know what I mean. Eh?
Yeah. Yeah, we take care of it for you.
Yeah. Just one little. No. Say one more word. Go ahead. Say one word. I guess evidently, Megyn Kelly got the Clinton spokesman to kind of agree on letting her appear on that show. That would be that would be interesting.
That would be interesting, especially since they made friends.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No, I was talking about Hillary being on there.
No.
Yeah, that would definitely
be interesting.
Well, she would get the ratings.
Sure.
She did a huge makeover, and then she baited Trump, and then Trump went after her, but that got her bumped up, man. She's like one of the top people now over at Fox.
Yeah, and it was one of the things he said to her when he sat down her thing. He says, "I just made you famous."
It is true. It is true.
It's true.
They got a guy over at Fox named Juan Williams, and I'm not sure if he's a Democrat or what, but it seems like he's always against Trump. But he said that Trump failed to go after the email issue, which I agree. He should have. He kind of dropped the ball on some of the big things, like Benghazi and.
Well, I think he's going to bring that in at the end, or start at the middle of the next one. And,
okay.
So it's on everybody's mind when they go to vote.
I got you. Okay, so this is kind of like he's kind of given up like the first one or two, and then the third one he goes for the kill.
Yeah, I think what he did is he sat back and let her go after him, and then he's gonna start attacking her because you know at the end there when he was saying she spent all this money to attack me. What did I do to her? I didn't do anything to her.
Yeah, really. She spent like he said billions or millions of dollars on her. I guess.
Yeah, and that's because she's afraid of him, and she should be afraid of him. I mean, he's speaking the people's voice, so
yeah.
Not that he's, like I said, again, not like I think he's the perfect candidate, but, I think he's going to sit back and wait. I think he's paid for some good people to help him run this campaign.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to sit back and wait, and the next debate, they're going to go at it, and he's going to start bringing his stuff up slowly, and then by the last debate, he's going to have her sitting there at the desk crying, and that's what's going to get her votes.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people are saying that Lester Holt, who was the moderator, was helping Hillary quite a bit. And I don't know. It seemed like he cut off Trump a lot. when Trump was trying to talk, he cut him off a lot. But everybody's going to say from their perspective. The other people say, well, no, it was right. And then the other people say they were against him. Now he got Clinton real good when he repeated the fact that she was behind the TPP and said it was the gold standard. And she's like, I never did that. I never said it. And then on Fox, they played a tape of her in Australia saying that exact thing.
Yeah.
Hello.
And that's what she's done her whole life. I still get a kick out of that one. Yeah, we were undercover fire. We had to duck our heads, and they showed a video of her walking normal, shaking hands.
Yeah. Hello.
How many lies do we got to put up with?
Well, it's just politics, man. They all lie. That's one thing I will say.
She is notorious. I mean, I've seen some bad guys that just, couldn't tell the truth to save their life. But they've got video cameras on her all the time.
Hello.
Yeah, it's not like you can lie. And I can't wait. I can't wait for him to start on the former president Bill Clinton.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's going to come up.
Now, what's with Mark Cuban? He's all up in this thing.
I don't know.
He's from Shark Tank. That guy from Shark Tank. He owns the Dallas Cowboys, I think. Well, he's a millionaire or whatever, billionaire, whatever. But he was even on the TV show last night. I mean, I think what it is that he's made. He's attacked Trump quite a bit. So
which is really surprising because he's learned a lot from Trump.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh yeah.
So
yeah. I don't know. They just it's ugly. That's all I can tell you. And everybody was. I would say, and as much as it pains me, I would have to give the first one here to Hillary. I have to give it to her, only because from what I saw, he could have done a lot better. He could have done a lot better.
I was thinking that from what I seen, he did a lot of. Answering, saying things while she was still talking.
Right.
It's that first thing where you get in that first debate and you're not really sure, and she's attacking him. If he just sat there and smiled, he would have got more.
Well, she's an old pro. That's one of the things a lot of people don't realize. I mean, this girl has been around. She knows how to make it happen. Now, another with Trump is Trump. You know what I'm saying? So he's got all of these, but he doesn't remember all this stuff. And I think what happened, she got him on the ropes. And he went into defense mode.
Right. Exactly.
And, I mean, he came off the ropes and took a swing once in a while, but no, I'm gonna from what I saw, I didn't see the whole thing, but from what I saw, I would have to say, as much as it pains me that I think she did slightly better than he did in the first one here. But that's good because if you slap Trump upside the head, he's going to come back with a vengeance. So. I'm thinking, you know what? That just got him cranked up.
I think it did. I think maybe you're right. I still have to finish watching it to really make an assessment on it. But hey, my favorite is still going to be Ventura. I think he would be a better candidate than the two that are out there.
Come on, he's a nut.
He is a nut. But you know what?
He has. I think he's got some kind of a wrestling injury in his head, man.
Well, when he took over Minnesota as governor, everything he said he was going to do, he did.
Oh, yeah, but he's still.
Come on. You're looking at two best friends there up there debating each other. Throw a Ventura in there. If nothing else, he could throw a wrist lock on him and maybe body slam somebody.
Well, he's getting old. He's getting old. He's getting old and cranky. I mean, Ventura's old and cranky.
But he has the right idea as far as politics goes. It's not about doing what's best for me. It's about what's doing best for the people.
Yeah.
So, and that's why I gravitate toward him. Plus, he's got the military background.
I would say Ted Nugent.
You know what? It's either candidate. I mean,
Nugent is but Nugent. I mean, man, he's a squirrel too. I love that guy.
But you know what's funny about him? I think if he was to have run and actually got into the final debates as a representative, I think Russia would be sitting back, wouldn't say a word. I think that happened because if he gets in, he wouldn't be afraid to take it to him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I think either one of these two would be going, well, we can do this. We can sit down and have a meal and whatever.
No, Nugent's. But he's crazy, man. I mean, my kind of crazy. Because, they had this, like, he on a TV show, one of the shows, and this liberal was, like, screaming at the top of his lungs. And he was just sitting there smiling at him. You idiot. He tells him, you're an idiot.
Yeah. you know what else will happen? It'll be Free Gun Fridays.
So. Oh, yeah. Yeah, everybody be walking around with open carry.
Yeah, AK strapped to their back.
I run across, by the way, a guy, one of my customers, a new customer, the other day, and I looked down, and he had a piece on his side. I could just see the tip of it. And I'm like, oh, dude, you got a concealed carry permit? And he said, yeah. So he showed. I actually finally saw one. What it looks like. Almost looks like a FOID card. It's like that gold color
really?
one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But anyhow, but he said, you know what the funniest thing is? He said, I've carried a gun for years and years. Nobody ever asked me for anything.
You know what? I have a friend who has carried a gun on him for as far back as I can remember. Back when I was with Lake County, and I got to tell you, nobody's ever asked him or checked him. Nobody's ever said.
Well, all the time that I was, 5-0, I never got challenged. And I used to carry some hog legs sometimes off duty, but you cover it up. The whole thing is to conceal, to keep them from seeing it. If they see it, then it's not concealed.
Did I ever tell you the story about the officer that pulled me over when I was on my way to a work one night with the county, and I was in full uniform?
No.
On my motorcycle.
Oh, no. Really?
He pulled me over because my motorcycle was too loud. So he goes, can I see your driver's license? Sure. So I reached back, grabbed my wallet out of my pocket, gave him my driver's license. He turned around, he walked away. And then he come back and he says, I didn't get any priors on you. He says, but I should write you a ticket. I said, are you stupid?
What was it? Was it Haynesville? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Back in those days.
Exactly.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
I said, are you stupid? He goes, what do you mean? And I opened up my jacket and I said, I reached back for my wallet with my jacket open and you didn't see my 357.
Yeah.
I said, first of all. Second of all, I'm wearing striped pants. How many bike riders wear striped pants?
He thought you was with Andy Frayne.
Yeah. And he just kind of threw my driver's license at me. He says, get out of here.
What do you think about the concealed carry law in Illinois? I mean, do you think that it's the right thing for people to be able to carry?
I'm sure that I've probably told you this before, but we went through that 40-hour mandate course.
Yep.
And I believe for you to get concealed carry, you have to at least do that.
Yeah.
You actually qualify with the weapon.
It's almost like it's a token thing.
Yeah, it's, and granted, it's in most areas, it does cut that risk down.
Mm-hmm.
But people like in the city of Chicago, where it's still, almost a no-no to get a gun, own a gun in the city of Chicago.
Yeah. No, you got to walk the line down there, man. I mean, they got so many. That's like a landmines down there for somebody's carrying a gun because there's so many places you can't go.
Yeah, and once you get there, you're still under a risk of being shot at.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Old West, that's way before the Old West. I mean, that's Shanghai City down there. They just shoot just to shoot people.
Yeah. And Chicago would be probably the best place to have a concealed carry. But I told somebody I was talking to him. I says Chicago was before it was like the people were sheep. They would just shoot them. They knew they didn't have a gun, but now the sheep are shooting back.
Yeah,
and so you're going to find that happening more and more.
Well, I think that, everybody goes for these, the high-powered ammo because they want to kill whoever they're shooting. That's a big thing. I mean, carry conceal is a good thing, but, come on. You got to realize you're not just going to wound somebody because that's going to cost you money. You're actually killing somebody.
These guys, they're shooting ARs and they're all high-powered ammo, and that's what's happening. A lot of these people that are getting killed are not even the intended target. They're
No.
just people down the street where the bullet hit.
Right. Where it ricocheted off a car.
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It is. But they're getting blatant down there, too. I mean, they walked out in front of that one guy and shot him and his 2 kids sitting on a porch for no reason. Really?